Hello, hello. It's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. And I'm back. We're not going to work on this so much today as we're going to work on some junk mail. Now, when my hands touched this, instead of tossing it in the recycling bin, my little brain going down a rabbit hole said, gee, I should turn those into tags or journal cards. So I'm going to start with this little piece that pops out of here, because why not? You know, anyway, they just felt so nice and sturdy. I thought we need to use those. So that's what we're going to do. My husband picked up mail and the dog brought it in, and it had a slip cover over it. You know, men's magazines like motorcycle magazines and stuff come with slip covers a lot of times over them. This was a see-through one. And it's because they want to stuff them full of ads. I don't know, maybe guys dig ads more than women do. I don't know what the deal was, but anyway, I grabbed them up and decided that I needed to get a video done this morning, because this will be the third or fourth one on this oh, on the little saver thing in my camera. I am sorry, but my goodness, ever since I had to go on those antibiotics and stuff, my brain has just been totally foggy. And so, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. So anyway, it was like a Hemmings magazine or something with something to do with cars. Anyway, so I knew he wouldn't want these. He's like, no, throw it away. Nope, throw it away. Put it through the shredder. Throw it away. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Okay. So, we're doing a kind of like a what's on my desk or whatever we want kind of video. I wish these went all the way, but perhaps we could just use portions of the stuff. I don't know. Okay, we'll start right there. How's that? Just start, Angela. Just start already. He's doing something with the cards today. I don't know what he's doing. I know he told me. Just have a slip knot in my head that is not figuring everything out right now. Only have a few more days of antibiotic to go, so I think it's the antibiotic anyway that's making my head feel weird. I don't know. Who knows? Let's do a Oh, not that direction, and okay, so we'll go there. I know it's too long. Okay, and then we know we might need some of this in there. Keep tearing in the wrong direction. Well, now I don't like it. I liked it better the other way. There, that looks better. Okay, we'll just tuck that under. That's what we'll do. Take that, tuck. Ooh. That's kind of cool when you just see the words barely, huh? Like that. We might do that. I have to cut off that side a little bit. We're going to do that. Well, that ink refresher that Tammy Van Antwerp tried on her channel for the ink pads, it did seem to help a little bit. And haven't got to listen to Carol's videos on her spinning palace. But I'll get over there. It's so interesting. I love to, see what she's talking about. I think we'll put it like that. Do we want it just to go squish all together? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out in a moment. And I've been listening to Celeste this morning. She's been doing some other hashtags. Usually, can't think of which ones. Hop on over to Celeste's channel, Woodland Inspired, and become inspired with what she's doing. But she made some really pretty. She's working right now on a collage piece, and it's what is it? No, can't remember all that either. It'll all come back to me, believe me. I'm just very tired. I've had to take muscle relaxants the last couple of nights because my back has been out. But I told my back to back off. I get muscle spasms is what happens. Anyway, so my back is in spasms. So I have been on those kinds of things for a couple days. Okay, so this is going to go there to about there. Keep seeing a little white spot, but it's on the it's right there. Okay, let's just get a little bit of glue in here. push that down. Whoops. Too much overglued. She's got an overglue. Oh no. Hope that's not like an overbite. Oops, we're gonna have to go up with that because I miscalculated there, didn't I? Okay, we'll trim around it. I don't have a problem with that at all. Okay, so we're going to put this one way over like this. So I'm just going to draw myself a line here so I don't have to put glue over the whole thing. We only have to put glue on that portion because the rest is going to get cut off. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm roughing up those words a little bit there, making them a little fuzzy with my glue, but that's okay. We'll put some of this on it. It'll look all nice and ancient old. And we don't care about that so much. If it wants to kind of poke up there, that's kind of a welcome thing. Anyway, my shout outs today. I do have, I went to Crafty Christie's, I think it is. I'm going to have to look it up. She has a good channel. She's the one that, I don't know if you've seen Gail Augustinelli's video on the brads that are made out of paper. Anyway, she got the video, she saw the video by, I think it's Crafty Christie or something like that. But, very good channel. So anyway, shout out to her, and then Tammy, and Caryl, and Celeste, Free Spirit Arts, Tammy Van Antwerp Art, and Woodland Inspired. All excellent video makers. All different. We're all we all have our own style. And it's just really nice. Always nice to have good friends to craft with. So, Let me put my needle back in there. Guess I gotta scoop that over. It's not even. Okay. Cute, huh? Let's just see if this will fit in any of my pockets. Perfect, look at that. Okay, yes it does. Okay, that works. I think, what do I do with it? Right there. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. Oh well, I don't worry about it today. Worry about what not to worry about to tomorrow, maybe. Maybe we'll give it time to worry about it and not. I'm thinking not. I think whatever I lose on my desk eventually pops back up. Always does, always has. Okay, so we probably need some sort of a pull thing on there. Thinking about doing something with this paper. Maybe we'll fold it in half and glue it. Like so. We could do that. Yes, we could. Perhaps it looks better this way with the ink. Let's give it some wrinkles. Oh, as humans, we try to get rid of wrinkles on our own body, but we want to wrinkle everything else up. So for Celeste, she loves to iron. Not my thing. No, not after military. Done with that. Probably be okay if it hadn't all had to be pressed just right. But boy, I mean, if you were going to press it, it better be immaculate. And mine were. I mean, I loved it then. Don't get me wrong. This will probably stick out the top. because it's so long now. That's okay, we don't care. We like that in our tags. Okay, so there's the base of one of them. Let's do another. Have that piece. And let's see, we need some book page stuff. This one we'll just put down like so. Been listening a lot to Gail Augustinelli. You know she has a basement that she uses as a craft room. And she's shared it and showed us how she's organized and all that. And well, now they're thinking about moving to a one-story home. And she keeps saying, I have to downsize because I'm going to have to put all my craft stuff into a bedroom. And I was thinking, oh boy, I wouldn't even want to have to take all my stuff out of this room and move it to a new bedroom. I mean, it would just be so overwhelming for me. But I can imagine, you know, what she must be thinking. Oh, okay, I'm going to go to right there. I'm going to cut that off right in there somewhere. Maybe just a little below that. I don't mind if it hangs over for a little bit. You can have a hangover just for a little bit. Then we're going to put you back in the saddle again. Look up here. It really doesn't help with anything, does it? No, it really doesn't. No, it's too short. That might work. If I do this, hope I haven't been crafting on my lap. Been so careful with my back that craziness, huh? Okay, let's glue this little tiny piece down first. Be a lump of glue right there, won't there? Of course, we love lumps of glue. It's all we ate growing up. Lumps of glue. That's not true. My mom always fed us very well. Okay. So I'm just going to put partial of this down. And then, if I want to tuck something under it, I can. Okay, oops, that. Here is this. That might just be enough. I'm rubbing this pretty hard. It's just to bend the paper down here and there. Okay. Put that down. Before I put that down, let's okay, right there. Just a little extra yellow. A little extra grunge. Ah, come on. Get under there. Okay, so that's going to go right there. Just like that. Okay. Please. I don't know why this volcanoes. I think it's because there's air in there and it just pushes it back up. Okay. Set that down. And then make That does go. That's a beautiful one there. I love that one. Love, love, love. Yep. I'm going to pull this out. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to pull it out. And let's see. I get these ideas in my head and they just don't leave me alone until I practice with them. Okay, well, that's what's happening. Covering up my beautiful little words there, though. Okay. Stick that under there. Squish it, push it, wrinkle it. Squish, pull, wrinkle, squish, pull, wrinkle. No, not Bullwinkle. That was an old cartoon. Okay. This card's like glue me down already. This really would be considered a junk mail make, wouldn't it? Remake some junk mail. Okay. This one is the one that's up. Scratch this up a little bit. Okay. Oops, I have to put something on the back. Like this. Yes, that will work. But it's time to feed my dog. I've got to start doing some exercises for my back so that the muscles don't bunch up like this anymore. Boy, sure makes for times of pain. It's a pain in the backside, literally, on my back. It's all low back too. It's all around my lower spine. You know, my mom had terrible back problems. And I know my sister, her back muscles, I think, do the same thing as mine. They just, I think, you know, they twist and twinge, and it's so easy to get them aggravated. That's it. And I tend to aggravate mine far more than I used to. Okay, I'm going to fold this over itself first and glue it together. Okay, let's put this back in view. Okay. Make some darker spots in it. That'll do. sticking to my fingers. Stop it. Let go of me. You're like an octopus. Sucked onto my fingers. Okay. So there's 2. Those look pretty good. That's not in the center. Let's try that. That's better. Funny how you can look at something and it seems like it's centered, and then you look at the back and you're like, oh, that's a terrible job. Okay, so we need something on these. That one has something. The game of detective. Ooh. Banknote for the pianist. Odor roses for toilet uses. Standard American witch hazel. I'll be darned. So none of those really go on there. I do have a perfume card. Little fussy cut. This bottle of perfume out. Shouldn't take too long. So don't cut the neck off there. Go there or here? I think I'll put it over here. Okay. Maybe that one goes there. I think so. Predetermining what people like, aren't I? Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's just assume that whoever gets this thing loves perfume. But probably like many of us, at least around my age, you can either wear it or you can't because you get a migraine from it. So I have absolutely no perfume in this house anymore. I used to wear it all the time. I loved wearing a perfume. Loved wearing high heels. Ooh, I did. I loved high heels. And I just loved them. Oh, I had so many I just loved. I almost bought a really expensive pair once. And we had gone up to a medical doctor in Portland for when my husband was very ill. And we had to go to Portland, and so while he was at the doctor, I went out and looked at the mall, which was not too far away, and they had this pair of spiked heels. I mean, they were spiked, but they looked like, in the heel, it looked like New York City buildings and with lights in them. They had like a twinkle in them. They weren't lights, but they were probably, the windows were probably little crystals inside of the heel. And they were black, very... Oh my gosh, they were so gorgeous. And anyway, around this whole heel was, and it was kind of a spiked heel, but it was all these buildings like in New York, you know. And I was so in love with those shoes. But boy, they were spendy. I did not buy them because they were so expensive. Oh, let's see. But boy, gosh, they were beautiful. Let's see, I have that. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, I got a green ribbon. No, I'm looking for this right here. I love this. It's probably 2 pieces. Nope, guess not. Don't worry, we're going to refray it. Don't you worry. Remember that song? Don't worry, be happy. Okay. Let's take one of these here. Got to be careful about fraying this one too hard because it will completely reshape. Yeah, this is 2 layers of this. I thought it was. Okay, let's see if it's too big. Okay. Now, needs a little tiny label. Okay, 50 cents it is. Okay, let's see. go. These must tear all the same. They're just different places to tear, right? I don't really know. You know, it's the first time I've owned this tool. Actually, I have another one. That's not really true. I have one that is for sewing. That's like this, that you just use to cut your threads if you're like hand sewing and stuff. Or if you're an expert sewer. I don't know, you know, you use them for whatever, but yeah. I was telling you yesterday about the jelly plating. I could not think of the word yesterday. I'm having a hard time with today too, but it's better than yesterday. But yeah, Tammy has been doing stuff with her her gel plate. Oh, if you haven't seen her, I think it's on her Friday that she shares, Flip Through Friday. Then you need to go look at her flip through on her art pieces. Because wow, they are really something. So I was saying that I ordered, I finally ordered some templates, stencils from the PM artist. I think both Tammy and I came from a pre-background of painting, not paper making. I mean, I did come from paper making too, but that was, you know, when I was I've always loved paper. I mean, I've always collected it. I've always written. Prolific writer. Not so much anymore, but yeah. So I think if she's like me, you see some art and you're like, ooh, you can't move past the YouTube video because you got to watch it, because that's a pretty cool technique they're doing. That kind of thing. And of course, I could hop over to Carol's little studio and buy some yarn from her, because she has some beautiful colors. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one I'm going to call done. So let's do this one. And are we going to put the same thing behind it, or are we going to do something a little more open gauzy? Ooh, I like that. Yep. I'm going to cut it right down here. And I'm going to cut up that way. Okay. Got a finger stuck in one place and a finger stuck in another place. Help, I've been glued and I can't get up. Oh, my mom loved those commercials. Can you hear me now? She loved jokes. My brother Matt always had a joke that he could tell her, you know. Clean jokes. She liked clean jokes. And oh, she just loved it. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just going to kind of tuck that down inside of that stuff there. Now we're going to find a little price taggy, put on that perfume. Maybe it came from the Lux Hotel. Ooh, you never know. You never know whence they came from. Clock could say, you don't have time to buy this. There's a 25 center. I'm gonna have to make some of my own. In different colors. Woo! I'm gonna set those on some more papers. That's almost too white. And I can grunge it up, certainly. Oh, my nose is running. Good heavens. I went to an estate sale a couple weeks ago. And there's another 50 center. I don't want that. And they had a bag of jewelry, just pieces, and nothing was completed. And, you know, no complete pieces. And just what we often see as we're looking for in markets and stuff is just random things like that. I've priced it. Get this. $279. Are you kidding me? I was stunned. I almost told the guy, what the heck? But I just walked away. I put it down and I was like, no thanks. A little too spendy. Ah, here we go. I like the red one better. But can you imagine wanting to charge that much money? Gosh, I should have put this around there and hung it like like this. Too late to do that now. I mean, I could run a needle under there with some thread. I think we'll put it right here. Yeah, very expensive. I could see them putting $25 on it, maybe. I mean, it was a large gallon-sized bag, but it was laying flat on the table. And, you know, you could see it had a lot in it, but not that much worth. Yeah, so anyway, that was kind of a disappointment, I thought. Okay, let's see what we ended up with. I still have one more to do, but I'm not going to do it because I've kept you long enough. I have kept you long enough. What do you think of that? Okay. Put that over there with the junk. Bring this back. Okay, so that one fits. And this one fits. Perfect. Yeah. And that's not too bulky. That is going to go under. These go over. That's going to be fine. Okay. So there we go. Let's let those dry. So that was our junk mail remake. We got 2 beautiful cards made for our little mini journal, or whatever it is. It's not a journal, really. So, can't call it that. Folio. Our mini folio. Ephemera holder. I don't know. Anybody got a name for it? It's an envelope remake, we know that. Alrighty. Would be fun to put a piece of tape on there, huh? Okay, well, I'm going to think about that. We're going to make some of that. Robin told me how she made it, so we're going to try it her way, and we're going to try it a couple different ways. I'm going to put those over there. They're grunginess, so they might get used. And then I'll put these back so we can make our other cards that will go into this. Okay, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to me complain about my back and all that complainy stuff I did, but I really am glad you're here. Nice to have company. So, there we go. I like it. I think they turned out very pretty. There is your 50-cent perfume. The glass ought to be worth that. And this one is your 25-cent cologne perfume. So there we go. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the very next video. Have a good evening, or a good afternoon. Bye.